My name is Melanie Hansen, and I'm about to explain why we need to change the building codes on new residential construction to include at least one accessible entrance into your home. One evening before my ramp was built, I heard a strange noise tapping on my door. It scared me. It was late at night, and it kind of stopped me in my tracks. And I was sure that something was outside on my porch, but I wasn't sure what it was, so I didn't want to go in and answer it. And then I heard it again. So I went down and I opened the door. There was nothing on my porch. My heart was like beating out of my chest. But then I saw some lights off to the side, and I realized it was my neighbor who's quadriplegic. He was sitting in his power chair and he had a long stick in his hand that he had been using to tap on my door because he needed something. I looked up and down the streets and realized there was no house that he would have been able to just wheel up to the front of the door and ring the doorbell if he needed help. So, and I have a disabled child myself that I have to carry out to my car and put in my car, and he can't make it up to the front of the door either, which is why we built the ramp, because of his chair and the stairs. According to the Occupational Therapy International, 62 children, all with different disabilities, were given a questionnaire to fill out about their home environment and the accommodations and adaptations that were made on their home. According to the questionnaire, 72% could not access the street outside their home, partly because of the stairs or the doorway. A third of these children spend most of their time with their mother, and 12% of these children spend most of their time with their siblings. Family time is wonderful, however, it is vital to social development of children to be able to have time with their peers and their extended family. And there's lots of different types of disabilities. They're all the way from arthritis to old age, all the way to the severely physically disabled. The largest minority group has nothing to do with race or religion or ethnic background. The largest minority group is the disabled community. New residential building codes now state that tamper-resistant receptacles or child-proof outlets are required in any child care facility or dwelling where a child may reside in specified areas of that unit. You can find that information on childoutletsafety.org. This means that they now require child-proof outlets in any home, whether the people that are buying it have children or intend on having children, because those people will eventually die or they're going to sell their house, and the people that move in may in fact have children. So they're preparing for safety, and that's great. But my question is, why wouldn't they do the same thing for physical limitations? Because most of us at some point will get old, or our bodies will break down, or we may have someone in our lives or know somebody in our lives that may have a physical limitation to where stairs leading to the home is not going to work. My own mother, who has such severe arthritis in her knees that taking a step up is excruciatingly painful for her, and it limits her tremendously on where she feels comfortable going. The senior citizens are a growing community and all on their own, and we need to make some changes in this world so that it's accessible for everybody. We've come much farther from the past when it comes to the disabled community, but there's a lot of work that still needs to be done. They have lifts on trains and buses, which wasn't actually added that long ago, and they have laws that state that all the businesses out there have to accommodate the disabled so that they can fully utilize all of the opportunities that the businesses have to offer. Some make the necessary accommodations, and some get by making the minimum changes necessary. But until the disabled can have the freedom to visit a friend independently, or be included in everything, including all family gatherings, or knowing they can run to the neighbors and just knock on their front door, they're not treated as equals. So we need to voice this to our government and make change happen. Thank you. The girl.